Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to AZ Tag. Today we got a couple of Wubin pens. This one is actually the one we are kind of reviewing today. This is the Wubin E62. We're going to be comparing that to the last version, which is the E61 here. As you can see, they're both blue, very similar. As far as sizing, they are pretty much exactly the same. Same thickness, same width, same length. But there is a couple differences between these pens, so we are going to take a closer look and check out the features on each here. Alright guys, so starting off with the E62, which is their new pen. This one does have a few upgraded items that the last one did not, but at the same time it is also missing a couple things that this one had that this one does not now. Starting off with the tip here, as you can see, this is more like, it looks like a pen, but it's actually not a pen. So even though this is called the pen light, this thing is actually not a pen. The previous version actually did have a pen and it had the little pen tip right there. This one is more like a glass breaker. Now as far as removing that, you cannot remove it. You know, it's in that spot and that's where it's going to stay. But on the other end here, we have a really cool feature that this one did not have, and this is going to be kind of like a little pocket knife. This is actually more like a scalpel. In the box, they actually do include a couple extra blades in there, so you can actually take this out, switch it out. But this thing is like super sharp, so you can use it to open boxes, cut rope, anything you need a sharp edge for. You're gonna have one of these right there, and that's one of the things that I wish this last one had. As you know, having a blade, having a pocket knife, that's always very useful. Even though having a pen is pretty useful as well, when you're out and about like EDC carry, I would say having a knife is a little bit more useful in your pocket. So I'm glad they put that on there. The way you're going to open this blade up, as you can see, it has a little cutout area there. You kind of just grab it and open it up. Now when you completely open it up, it does kind of, it doesn't really lock into place, but it kind of snaps into place, if you can see or hear that. So as far as like cutting this way, like it's pretty secure because you're putting all the pressure on this side, which is perfectly fine. It won't close up on you when using it. Now, when you're going to close it, there is no, locking mechanism where you have to unlock or anything. You just kind of close it up. Unfortunately, this thing does not have a lock on it. So once you are in the closed position, I wouldn't say it's the easiest thing to open, as far as like it's not going to just open in your pocket, but there is no lock on it. I don't feel like a magnet. I mean, you could kind of feel it close a little bit where it kind of closes in place there, but there is no lock on there. Now the body here is going to be made out of aluminum, same type of aluminum that the old one had. Like I said, these things are almost identical. The color is the same, the aluminum is the same. They're both really good quality actually. On this end here, we have the pocket clip, which is very similar to their old pocket clip. As you can see, there is one button to activate the light on there. Both of these are going to have lights. The new Wubin E62, when you hit that light, the light's going to be right there. As far as lumen levels, it has 3 different lumen levels. You kind of just hold it down and you can cycle through them. Now when you double clip, it gives you this blue, red, cop light flashlights. I guess this is more like for emergencies. On the old one here, it's pretty much the same as well. When you click, you're going to have the lights, hold it down. It's going to cycle through the low, medium, and high. You double click, it's also going to have the little cop lights things. Now the difference between the lights on this, on the old one, it had this area that you can open up. So like if you're writing, you can actually have the light there as you're writing, which was a pretty cool feature in itself. The new one is just going to be, the light's going to be straight up right there. It's not going to have this part of it where the light kind of swivels around. This one had it where you can swivel it back, forward, any which way you want. This one is just stuck on the side. Another difference here is that the old one, the E61, does have a little magnetic little circle there. So you can actually stick this to like, anything you need to stick it to. This one does not have a magnet, unfortunately. I did like the magnet part of it, just because I do like magnets on my flashlights. Can always stick it anywhere and be able to point it wherever you need to and kind of use it hands-free, and this one does not have that. On the rubberized port here, when you open it up, this is going to be a micro USB. Here on the old one, it is also a micro USB. That's going to be on this spot here, so you got to open this up to get to the micro USB part of it, and this one is going to be rubberized. It's going to be right on the side here. Now as far as getting like dirt, debris, water, I would say this one's a little bit more secure because it does have the rubberized portion of it. This one, you kind of close it in like that, and yes, it is protected, but that doesn't mean that you can't get dirt or water or anything all up in that area there. So I do prefer the little rubberized portion on it. Now on the old one here, it did have some features that I do prefer on this that this one does not. And that's going to be the ability at the end here. As you see the double-sided area here, we got one side that's going to be for an actual pen. You can actually take that off, switch out the little ink on it, but as you can see, the ink is super tiny on there. It does come with little refill inks, and I'm not 100% sure where you can get more of these. Maybe you can just, you know, get regular size ones and cut them up a little bit, but it does have a pen there. You just stick the ink in there and then you can close it up there. Now this part here, you can actually kind of snap it, switch it around, and then lock it back into place. And this end is going to be your window breaker, which is basically what this has. The difference between both of these is this is going to be non-removable. On this one, you actually can twist this off as well. And this one actually came with a couple other pieces like the little stylus here. So you can screw that on there, you know, be able to use it kind of like a stylus. But overall, I do like the mechanism where you can switch between. You just have a little bit more options when it comes to that. Now, as far as both of these, which one is better? Well, to be honest, this is going to be a personal preference. Both of these are very good quality. The aluminum feels really good quality. The color is awesome on these things. I love it. You know, the pocket clips are very sturdy. Both of these are super bright as far as the lights go. They do the same thing. They have the red and blue lights as well as the low, medium, and high lumen levels. Now they're both going to have the window breaker thing. So really what it comes down to is what you need more. It's either going to be the pen, if that's going to be more useful to you, or the pocket knife, if that's going to be more useful to you. I personally would have preferred like for them to add the blade to kind of this one, or have this double-sided switchable thing on this one. I think having the pen, the window breaker, and the knife would have probably been like the ultimate multi-use for this pen. But if I had to pick one between one of these, I would probably go for the 62 because it does have a knife there. I feel like that is more useful. I mean, having a pen is great when you need it, but it really just depends. If you're going to use this for around your home, if you're going to have it in the office or whatever, maybe having a pen is the right way to go. But for everyday carry use, I definitely think that having the knife, that's the way to go. So again, you really can't go wrong with any of these. They are both great quality. It's really just your preference as far as what features you want. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about the E62, which is a brand new one, or the old one, the Gecko E61, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to do my best to answer them. But that was it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching AZ Tech, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.